So, and yeah, wands aren't in dormancy. It's super weird.
Yeah.
It's super weird. So
Weird year.
Well, got a quorum.
Is that all who's coming?
Well, this is all who told me
Hi.
they were going
Hi.
to be coming.
I'm Tyler. I'm not sure if I've met you. I'm Tyler Peay.
I'm Barb Cooper.
Barb Cooper.
Uh-huh.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I don't know if I met you either, Barb. I'm in.
You're Ann? Yeah, I've been a couple of meetings and I've been in
Yeah,
April.
I missed
The
a
girls
couple,
that have been
so-
here.
And I'm Elaine.
Elaine.
Trying to see.
Yeah, I haven't. I can remember an updated list.
Is Tanya still doing it?
No, she actually needed to leave about halfway through the year last year. So we now have Mark, Shurtlif, and Barb, and then you know Josh.
Yeah. Okay, should we get started?
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Let's go around and say our names one more time. Go ahead.
So I'm David Spencer. I'm the City Council Liaison to the Beautification.
And my name's Tyler Peay. I'm the Public Services Division Manager here at the City of Orem. And yeah, that's it. Happy to be here.
I'm Ann Stahmann.
I'm Barb Cooper.
Jared Goble.
April Nielson.
And Elaine Parker. Didn't we have a married couple that were on the committee?
No, no, we just,
Okay.
who's missing right now is Sean, Orullian, Josh, Daughetee, I can never pronounce his name, and then Mark Shurtlif.
Okay. Well, welcome. We need to elect a chair and vice chair for 2023. And I've done it for 2 years at least, so I would like not to do it again. So, do we have any nominations of volunteers for a chair?
I think we're also new. I don't know.
I have no idea what.
Yeah.
Basically, the chair runs the meetings.
That's basically it.
Yeah, you may possibly help do the presentation to the city council. That would turn you off the meeting. Usually Sean has been the one who has presented, but he has emphatically refused being the chair. The last couple of years, Sean has presented to the city council. He does an excellent job, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Would you like
if
to
want
chair?
Hey, I was going to nominate Sean.
Well, if he's not here, you know, you get.
I know, can't wait to
But if he had it,
Yeah, he usually will say he'll be the vice chair if he doesn't have to be the chair.
Right.
I've got as much
He's
as
been
anybody.
the vice
He's the
chair.
vice.
He's been the vice chair for the past couple of years as well, but
What the
it's
heck?
up to you guys.
There's only 3 of us
Okay.
here, so I don't want to force you again.
Does somebody want to?
I could do the vice.
Awesome.
Motion.
Okay,
So
we
you
need a
to make sure
motion.
that you.
I guess.
We
I
need a
could
first and a
travel,
second?
So.
Yeah, a motion to elect Jared as the chair and Barb as the vice chair. We need a second.
Okay, I motion that we elect Jared as chair and Barb as vice chair. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Yay.
Way to go,
Fun.
guys.
It's really not the presentation. You just
I'm not
go
good
through
at
it.
that.
It's really
A lot
not.
worse.
Our council's very nice.
Yeah, pretty chill.
Just follow the slides, right?
Just follow the slides, read what you put on there.
Or what, how we do
Yeah.
the first and the second, that gets. a
Yeah,
little-
I'm not quite sure what it's called. I just,
For me, it'll just be a timing thing, so we'll just figure it out.
Okay. All right, discuss and set goals for the commission for 2023.
You got to approve the minutes.
Oh, we have to approve the minutes, okay, from the May 23rd meeting. I motion that we approve those minutes. Everybody in favor? Is that how we do it? Okay, now discussion of goals and set goals for the commission. Do we want to talk a little bit how it went last year? And then
Do you have the goals we can pull up?
Do you have goals in here, April?
Yeah, the goal,
I think
the
that they
goals
were.
from
I think they
2022
were
are
set.
still there.
Yeah, they were this.
This is.
Did we
yeah.
just carry them over, or?
Past accomplishments.
We can, yeah, I've only changed the pictures and some of the
There's
years.
the goal. So goal 1 was to promote worthwhile practices that enhance the beauty of Orem. Do we want to discuss how that goal went, or are we just gonna?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So what we've been doing is the signs, obviously. We do the summer signs and then the
Oh boy.
other signs. We participate in the parade. We present to the city council. And then we've been presenting or providing, not every month, but, you know, every so often, thing to the newsletter, the monthly newsletter that the city puts out.
Who
So-
does that?
We've kind of taken turns.
Yeah.
I've got several that, you know, we've kind of rotated through the years, but it's usually on any kind of topic, like winter rising, if it's that time of year, or planting your vegetables, or that kind of thing.
Maybe the spring one to think about is doing a spring prep for the year. When, you know, I never know when to fertilize my lawn at the beginning of the year.
When the forsythia blooms, get out your
I have absolutely no idea what that is.
It's the yellow bushes, yellow
Okay.
flowers. So that's what we've done in the past. Does anybody have ideas? You know, do you want to add something to that?
Who organizes the cleanups that go around?
We're usually invited to those. We don't necessarily
Like the spring
run them.
cleanups?
Yeah.
I mean, that is through the city manager's office.
Okay.
They arrange for the dumpsters through the waste management to
Okay.
be taken to the park. And if you'll go to the next slide, just so that you guys know the wise water use, when we met with the natural resources, there's now, if you guys go to your, when you're looking at stuff, there's another section, another thing that you can check off on when you're gonna give a award, that if it's being you're like, oh wow, this is really water wise, you can check that yes, it's water wise and you are giving them an award, or if you've decided not to give them an award but it is water wise, you can check it, and I get a notification and I will let the Natural Resources Commission know.
Oh.
And they can check it out to see if they want to give it an award.
Because I've came across several properties, you can tell that they've taken that action.
Scaled
Yeah,
back.
so yeah, so you can check now whether or not it has, if you're giving them an award, but also that they're used waterized so that we don't double award them, I guess.
Yeah.
And if you aren't giving them an award, then I can forward
Something
them.
I'd like to see is kind of our helping define what water-wise means. Like, it's not just plant choice, because most people have automatic sprinkler systems and they change out their landscape and they never change the clock. So it's not what you water, but it's how you water. And that sometimes can't be visually translated. But that would be part of our education and like those newsletters.
That
or
could-
something.
yeah, that
newsletter,
could go
and
to
you
a
can
Yeah,
also
that's a
use
great
that.
idea for
Yeah.
a newsletter.
And you can also give them, I know like the Water Conservancy District
Yeah.
offers a rebate.
Yeah.
If you get the special clocks. You have to make sure you keep your receipts though.
But yeah, that's something like the notions of flip your strip and all of that. Grass isn't a bad thing. It's just most people way overwater it. So I just like to see more education on what we can do.
Yeah, that'd be wise to put that in the newsletter and to coordinate with Central Utah Water to see what current incentives are being ran and maybe even promote those in those so that people can access those programs and take advantage of those rebates and incentives. I know they alter sometimes or I don't know. We'll just want to double check right before we send the newsletter so we're not sending any outdated incentives out or anything.
Yeah, if you
Make
wanted
sure it's a
to-
current
Who
program.
sends the newsletters out?
It's the city that sends it out. They do both. Do they do? I know they do an online letter.
I think it's a email that blast.
Yeah, and on, yeah, an
14,000
sign
people or
that
whatever.
goes out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
It's
get
So-
the email one.
So that's
So if
pretty
you
much-
wanted to write
I
out,
don't think they're mailing them.
How long are those about? How long have you
Oh,
had
just a
those?
few paragraphs.
yeah, you don't have to, yeah, you don't have to.
So
give it-
are we gonna put you in charge of the water one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, we can
Just-
link that to the Orem Facebook page too.
Uh-huh.
You know, water, whatever, beautification commission,
Yeah,
whatever.
they'll,
Yeah, I'll
We're done.
I'll get something for
Like April or-
water like startup.
Yeah.
Like
Like
you know,
the
yeah.
startup and
Yeah.
stuff.
So yeah. Maybe we can yeah.
I think too,
That's a great idea.
the city council is looking at, when we come into our city, you see welcome to Orem, you know, a little teeny thing like this. We're gonna have signs coming from Provo, Orem, that are really nice. And we don't know what they're gonna look like, but they're gonna be nice. So we're looking, that's one of the things we're gonna do at our retreat this weekend. Talk about
Discuss
that and
that.
see how can we beautify. I mean, Center Street, we know that the one side's not too good. They've done the north side, you know, Center Street. So if we have a nice sign, we have a nice sign coming in there with the waterfall by the gas station.
Which isn't water wise.
We can do fake water.
It's recycled water.
Yes. But the other one's like, if you're coming up from Provo, you're like,
Yeah.
man, that's a dud.
Yeah.
You know, because we need to say, hey, we're Orem, you know.
Mhm.
So that's one of our, at least for beautification, or to
That's
say we're
awesome.
proud of Orem. So that's on my list for the,
Family City USA.
absolutely, yeah, they're pushing, or that's going to be the,
Yeah.
they're even looking at maybe Summerfest, making sure that that's tied into the Summerfest theme, so.
Cool.
And all our new logos say, you know, City of
Yeah.
Orem, Family City.
I know we've looked at before, but I don't remember what the city regulations are on how much. I mean, because I think it's not in the city code that you can just rock your whole yard.
Right.
There is a percentage.
There's a
of
percentage of
green
Yeah.
some kind.
Yeah,
But-
zero escaping.
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to have so many percentage of
Yeah.
bushes.
But wise water use is not necessarily xeriscaping either.
Yeah.
There is xeriscaping, and that is wise water use, but there's also using the.
And maybe we have an
whole
article on xeriscaping or whatever. You could do yours with Wise Water, and then
Yeah.
maybe.
Last time you were here, though, that Sean and there's another gentleman, I'm forgetting his name, he did show what that looked at, or
Yeah.
what that amount of space should be.
Oh, uh-huh.
So he did have a graphic for
Was
that.
he the one that was from the?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Taylor.
Matt,
Yeah.
okay. And
He was the
he
one that
showed
was
us
there.
what that could look like and gave some guidelines, and that can be shared, you know, as one of the newsletter things. I think we've got a copy of it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Oh, was that
this thing
There
that
you go.
he
Yeah.
sent
Look
out.
at them.
And that could be, you know, just awareness, and I love the
Yeah,
ideas
right.
of incentives too, because sometimes we forget all the free money that's out there that
Right.
promote the right activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about water-wise incentives. I think there's a way to do it, and it's through education, though. I know that there's been some conversation. I came from the water section originally, have 14 years in the water section, and there's other cities in the valley that have gone with the Flip the Strip initiative, and it just so happens that their strip was the perfect dimension for car parking stalls, and it's turned into just really poor appearance and a lot of overuse of their lots for turning into like car lots, and that's not a direction I think as a city we want to go as far as beautification and keeping things looking nice. So as we move into that arena and explore that as an option, we need to be careful about how we deliver that and maybe establish some guidelines to help keep it nice looking and not go the opposite direction. But
Do you know what percentage in the city or even parts, or even those kind of strips?
well, we've got few areas that actually have a park strip, and we've maintained a much smaller strip. I think they're like 4 to 5 feet, if I just off the top of my head. Some of these other cities, it's like a 10-foot swath, and it's turned into a really bad situation. So, fortunately, our current layout really wouldn't lean into that really, but it is something that as we put limitations, and I think a lot of these guidelines are already established in our code as to what we would allow and what we wouldn't. But
Well, I know in State Street you have to have, you have your sidewalk, and then you have to have a buffer of, I think it's 8 or 10 feet of something, grass or beautification stuff, and then it then goes into the parking lot and then to the building. So we're trying to have that buffer because State Street's just not a pretty street.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, any other goals you wanna set? I love the water-wise stuff.
We have-
Usually every month, we have, in the past, said, okay, you're assigned this month, and this month. We can do that next time if you want to think about it, or as far as the newsletter goes.
I think giving each of us an opportunity is probably a good thing to do, because then
Yeah.
everyone feels engaged.
Yeah.
Well, you have 7 people that will have different
Yeah.
ideas, so that'd
Yeah.
be good. So at least that gives you 7 months.
Yeah,
or-
we had one member at one time that did an article on, Sherilyn, on beekeeping
Yeah,
and bees and
Cool.
bee health, and so, yeah, there's lots of things that can be done.
And then we do something about garage sale signs and stuff.
Yeah, about
there was one
not having
last
the
year.
garage sale signs on
Yeah.
the light poles. and-
Well, we should do one about small animal trapping. I mean, we caught a raccoon in our yard a week or so ago, and
I've been trying to catch one for a long time now. But
I caught
I should
one.
call you.
And he was a feisty one, and I know there's another one out there. But all my treats in our trap are frozen, so I don't know. But we've caught multiple squirrels.
You
We've
can
caught
see the
5
tracks.
squirrels.
I caught a cat.
We relocate
wasn't
the
happy.
squirrels up the canyon.
Yeah.
The cat was mean too. Let it go.
But they are in the city.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
They roam in our backyard.
Yeah.
Sure. You can tell because they're eating raspberries and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How do we want to handle that newsletter? Do you guys want to establish like a schedule now, and so we have a few months out into the?
I think it'd be wise, just maybe pick it rotation, and then if it doesn't work, they can always.
Yeah. At
So
least
you'd probably want to do April probably
Yeah.
because depending on if the winter goes long, you're
April would be good, I think. Get on
I
people's
can
minds.
do May. You know, getting your gardens in and that kind of stuff.
okay.
And I don't mind doing spring prep, that's probably what, March-ish, though?
Yeah,
And you can do catch the vermin or
I could do varmints.
the and maybe give techniques and you
Do we,
can,
do we
Yeah.
start as early as February, or is it just?
Just as early as
So who would
whenever you
we
want to do
submit
it.
this to? To
You would
you?
send it to Tyler, and
Okay.
we need to have it before, I think, by the 3rd week. Yeah, by like the 20th of the
What's
month.
your email?
it is TGPEAY
TG
PEAY,
P
like all the pays around here.
AY.
tgpay@orem.org.
And then what we could do is just arbitrarily assign with Sean and some of the others, so that they
Yeah.
have a month, and then if we need
Yeah.
to.
and Sean might want to do maybe Summerfest or something because
Yeah,
He's very
does-
passionate about that.
yeah.
That's
You could
probably-
ask, you can
That's
talk
a good
about how
idea.
you get where you get the traps from. That's the police department. It's
That's-
free.
We
That
have our own,
Summerfest is the
so,
beginning of June, so.
so the police
It's free.
department gives them free.
Yeah, you just check them out. I don't
Oh,
have to
that's
put a
it.
deposit or
Well,
whatever.
I think so does the animal. We took the raccoon to the animal control place over in Linden.
Yeah.
By the, and they had a zillion traps in their back area.
Yeah, so yeah.
So I'm sure.
I think they're
the-
readily available,
Yeah.
but I've struck out other than cats.
So,
I'll get a roster from April, and I'll just send an introductory email to all of you so you guys have that, and you can
Okay.
easily send me what you need when it's your turn, and we'll get it on
Okay.
the newsletter.
And then-
So when would
Mark and
you
Dave.
need it? 3
Yeah,
weeks
Mark and
before the
Josh.
1st of the month,
No.
or?
By the 20th.
I think by the 20th of each month, I have time to do this, right, April?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
new to this
by
too,
the-
so I'm gonna rely on April.
Because it comes out like the
For the
first
schedule.
or second day.
So-
of
Yeah,
Are-
so if we
so
come by
we're
the
done
20th,
for
then we-
February
then we
then.
send it up
Is
to
that
you.
right?
Yeah, I think, well, it would be the 20th of the very month, right? Because it goes out in the last week of that month, so we're still good to do one in February
Yeah,
if
I
we'd
think,
like.
yeah, if you wanted to.
I could do February.
So if you want to
About
do a February.
Critters,
Okay,
winter critters.
so
I've
February,
got March.
March, April, May, and by then
On
we might be
April.
meeting again. Do we typically meet quarterly here?
Yeah, depending on if we need to meet sooner, just depends on
Okay.
what you guys
Because
want to
when's
do
the
with it.
presentation to the council?
Well, that's something we need to determine today. If you're gonna
Okay.
be the one presenting, we'll need to have a plan on what works for your schedule. Historically, we've done this, end of March.
Well, usually, let's see, before,
Last year it was in April.
April. The year before, it was like the last council meeting of February, I think, is when we had it.
So that's kind of when we've done it. There's flexibility. I just need to know what date works for you guys. You're going to be the one giving the presentation so that I can get it on the agenda and get it into that
What day of the
schedule.
week is
So
that typically?
But
Tuesday.
Tuesdays.
Tuesday? All right.
So let me, it's, okay, so city council is
As long as they
February.
budgeted into my calendar early enough, then I can.
And then, if you guys can all be, as many of the people on the commission to be there as possible, that would be good. And
So it looks like we don't have one
Wear
in
your
Feb,
shirts.
we don't have one in the beginning of February, because I guess that's Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So the next one is the 28th of February, and then we have the 14th or the 28th of March.
If I were to pick one right now, I would put myself down for the 14th.
Of March?
March,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. I'll plan accordingly and we'll get it into the schedule for you guys.
And do you want us to wear our blue shirts?
Yes.
Yeah, and you can all come and sit around the table.
And that's at what time typically?
6 o'clock?
I'm
And
out
where
of
is
town
this?
that week.
And this is the
City
work
council,
session, right?
No,
It's
at
the
city
actual-
center.
it's the actual city
Formal
council.
meeting.
Yeah.
If
Do
you
we
were to
typically
go-
work this into the
go
work session
into the
prior
library
to?
Or that little annex between the library and
No.
the
You
main
guys don't
part of the
meet
city
about
center.
this
Okay.
before we
No.
just show up and give
It's
it?
just
Yeah.
you,
Okay.
I think
instead
there's
of
just
taking a
pretty,
right
like,
to the library,
yeah,
you would take
the-
left, and then
Okay.
it's the
The
room that's on the
beautification is
left
going to
there.
present
You'll see the big
next
city.
city council
the
meeting, but it's
seal
just,
on the
it's just an
wall.
FYI.
Okay, it's not like you guys want to see it
And
beforehand.
what
No, no,
time
no,
does
no.
it start?
6.
And before we lose track, so we had Barb, myself. I was wondering, Elaine, if you wanted to do April and then Sean could do May, since that will be in advance of.
We're gonna have Ann do April for the water,
Oh, okay.
watering,
Yeah.
and then Elaine do May and Sean June, but.
But that might be too late.
Well, Summerfest is like the first full week of
Yeah, let me
June.
see.
The
So
newsletter
I
will be
think
going
that's
out.
So June,
14?
Um, It's like the 6th, no,
And that
3rd
doesn't
or
necessarily mean it
something.
has to be his month, then we
No.
can just have it be, that's fair.
So you would, if
11.
that's mid-June, we would want to get that out in the newsletter end of May, right?
For sure.
Yeah,
So right now, we've got Elaine for May. Do we want to make Sean May and Elaine take June?
well, we can have Sean just do June and,
Yeah,
you know,
it'd
because
be-
Summerfest gets plenty of, you know, he can talk
That's
about
fine, yeah.
stuff to.
so I think it's
whatever.
the 5th through the 10th, because that's that first week in June.
Yeah. that's-
And I just know that Sean wanted to be more prepared this year,
Yeah.
because I think we ended up doing it like the weekend before, trying to get
Yeah.
everything.
No, that's another thing. So-
And he already has somebody vehicle lined up.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he has a vehicle lined up.
And the
I-
parade
I
is
would
on the
get-
10th?
I think so, yes,
Yeah,
7 o'clock.
and that's something that we need to make sure we get it.
Do we
Tyler,
need
is that
sponsors?
we don't, we can check. In years past, we have had, we've like talked to cooks or to some of the greenhouses to see if they wanted to.
Want to participate
With
with
us.
us.
Last
We-
year, they didn't.
And, and maybe water conservation, maybe there's a landscaping company or something that can give coupons or something,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
that's
instead of
something
giving
you
out
guys wanna talk to.
plants, they can be
Yeah,
Mhm.
coupons about,
Something.
you know, talk to cooks. or
10% off or
shade
something.
Or the Conservancy District.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
things to that effect.
That'd be good.
Usually, it's up to us to get the entry, make sure we get the entry into the parade.
Parade, okay.
So as
And
soon as
pay
that
for it.
opens.
We'll do it.
We pay for that entry and stuff. with the parade.
And we like to be
Speaking of the
towards the
parade, does
front.
anybody have pictures of last year's parade?
I do not.
Okay, I will check with Sean, because I don't have any pictures from last year's parade.
Okay.
Did not get, I went to the parade, but somehow I I was
I
enthralled.
walking in it, but I didn't take
I didn't take any
You're
pictures.
overcome.
I know it was
Somehow
hot,
I was
very
enthralled
hot.
It was
because I
very
didn't take
hot.
any
Not
pictures.
candy,
I
it
took all my
was-
pictures.
Sweating bullets.
Do you have all the photos you want for the presentation?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
You're
used,
good.
I tried to use, all the pictures that we have there are pictures from this year,
Okay.
so.
Do we want to sign the rest of those months then? July?
We
August?
can.
I can do October and do like winterizing.
Okay, so October, Elaine.
So who are the other?
Mark and Josh, so we could do July, Mark and Josh could do July,
August.
August.
And we don't have to do it every
No.
month either. And they do want it to be, you know, fairly compact.
Yeah.
It will probably be, do they do a link and they click on the link and it takes a star thing or something?
Yeah, well, sometimes there's a little, and then, if you have like more information, you can provide those links and we can, so that they can look at those and.
So
Okay.
why don't we just leave it at that, and then we can finish
Yeah.
signing that if there's others. Okay? At least everyone's got a turn at this
Yeah.
point.
And then you said March 14th for the city council presentation. And, you know, you want to work with Sean then on that? 'Cause-
Sure.
Yeah, he's often presented, and I don't know.
Yeah, he usually presents and we might just show up and put on our shirts.
We can leave the.
I will be out of town for the
Okay.
that March 14th, but
You can just leave the
I
pictures
will
that we have for the parade.
support you from afar.
Yeah, that'd be,
I just don't have any pictures.
okay, any other
So-
items of business?
Oh, there's goal 2.
We've got goal
Oh.
2 to review. Promote the roles and activities of the Beautification Commission. And it looks like we've done that by participating in the parade and doing other things, so.
Have we been doing much with the Facebook page? I think that's been a gap.
It's,
Or is it even?
Well-
Not since Sherilyn left?
well, it's, we don't have, I've been trying to get, Sean thought he gave me administration rights, but I still don't have that, so I can't
Because I
post
tried
anything
to
up
add
there.
pictures, but then I realized you have to have the ability.
Yeah, the administrator rights, and
Yeah.
he was going to add us all, but I think there's some, I don't know if even, he even has the administration rights. So I'll check on that, and if I need to, I'll reach out to Sherilyn,
Okay.
Okay.
see if we can get the administration right on that.
Because that's where we can post pictures if we take them when we get the awards. and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Because some people really did like the recognition.
And if, you know, if it comes, you know, I can also send that over to Pete Wolfie, he kinda is the one who, he and some of his team are the ones who do a lot of this stuff on Facebook for the city,
For
and
the
that
city.
they can say, hey, we gave out these awards, if you'd like to post that to the city Facebook page. And
Okay.
more people would
'Cause I don't
probably see it
think,
on
did
there.
anybody have anything posted on Facebook?
Not this year.
from their
I didn't
pictures?
see.
No, I don't.
I haven't-
Did
I
everybody
can-
submit pictures to you?
Yeah, most.
Pretty much?
Most had some, I didn't put all the pictures that were taken on, for the awards. But I tried to make sure we had some. And, like, I definitely used your pictures for the businesses and stuff.
Those were good selections.
Yeah, I tried to make it, you know, a little bit of everything.
So. Not sure if you-
Okay, I think that's everything in the
So just the two
presentation.
goals.
So does
So the two
everybody
goals.
have an assignment on what areas they have for the signs for the?
Yes.
Is that,
They-
everybody
they-
has it with new people and everything?
Yeah, everybody's been assigned.
So we'll keep our
their-
same?
Yeah,
Good-
keep
Oh,
your
good, because I
same-
didn't want to
No,
change.
yeah.
You did a good job.
Keep your same assignments, so Barb's over the businesses. That shows what we've done this year.
Who's doing Tanya's area, the yellow?
I believe that's Mark.
Okay.
I did give them out. I just didn't log it in the system. I'll go back and do that.
Yeah, if you'll log them into the
Yeah.
system, I will put them in
'Kay.
and get
I'll-
that done before the 14th.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I normally do a few, but
So
We do have the signs for, they gave us a double order last year, and so rather than spending money on the exact same sign with a different year, I'm working with the streets, with the signs department to just give us a sticker to put over.
Oh,
A
okay.
new vinyl for the year.
Sure.
So we'll have a little bit more extra money to.
I mean,
spend
signs are
on
not
something.
Yes.
There you go.
And we're using the same Google form?
Yeah,
for
same Google
entry?
form. It just
Yeah.
has that new option to choose whether or not you're giving an award.
Could you just
or-
resend that out just so it's?
Yeah, I will send out. I will resend
I always
out
would
that.
find it, but it's always nice to keep it fresh.
I will find it and resend it because I always have to search my stuff too. Yeah. So and if you'll put
Yeah,
in those
I will.
submissions, I will get those added to there.
But we won't start that till, of course, this summer.
No. That starts in May,
In May.
and I'll have those. I'll let you know when the signs are all ready to go. But I've already talked to the science department about getting those. Yes.
Okay. Any other items you'd like to discuss?
Just establishing your new goals. You want to go with the same goals, or are we doing new ones?
I think we just maintain them. and
Just
just-
maintain.
I like what we have.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, there were
Did-
still some gaps there that we could do better on.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
And then,
Did we participate in the Arbor Day? I know that it was like 10 o'clock.
They
in the-
canceled it last year, I
Okay.
believe. But yes,
Can't
they let us
remember.
know when that is usually, and then we can go and
I just remember
participate.
it was kind of a funky time of the day to work away.
So we'll fix that. Time. Yeah, it was like at 10 a.m. in the morning
Yeah.
or something like that. And then.
I know we planted a tree out by the senior center, or by the amphitheater outside. We planted something. It was a
Mhm.
tree. Wasn't many people, but we planted a tree. But I don't know. I don't think it was the Arbor Day one, but I don't know what it was for.
Just in the Arboretum.
Well, Josh came and made sure we planted it right. But
All right, next meeting time? Do we need to meet again before the council meeting, or you think we'll?
That's totally up to you. If you want to meet again and wear your shirts, we could get a shirt, when you're expecting to have your picture taken. I always appreciate notice. But if you want to meet again, we could meet end of February of next month.
So we did this 27th or in March?
Or even the beginning of March if you wanted to do that.
Well, we usually meet before.
Yeah, we usually meet the fourth Monday of the month.
So it'd be the 27th?
That's up to you.
Do it.
Okay.
so February.
February 27th,
Okay.
And hopefully Sean can come and.
and I will send out notice and let people know about we'll take a picture and then we can add a current picture as possible to the,
Do you want to share this slideshow with
yes, I will share it.
those that would be participating in that? Then you can
Just
Okay.
update it and add fun pictures and whatever you want to do. You can make it yours.
Okay.
So that's the day that everybody's getting their picture taken?
Yeah, we'll have just a group picture. You guys will either bring or wear your shirts, and so we can. Some haven't picked up their shirts yet, but hey, it'll be here for them to put on.
That's right, that's right.
All right,
Thank you, April, for all you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously,
no.
thank you.
I'm happy to help.
You keep us organized. Any other items of business? Okay. Motion, we close the meeting? And thank you for Jared and Barb.
Yeah.
Yay, we're so excited.
I'm
Thanks,
counting
Bill.
on you not missing anything.
Oh, well, don't count too hard.
What do you do, Jared?
I'm work for a polymer company, so I travel quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
Make it work.
Well, I'm retired.